So let's take a look at the market reaction. After President Trump floated the 100% tariff threats on China, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ all dropped sharply. But U.S. markets rebounded slightly after President Trump said, don't worry about China, it will all be fine. Associate Dean Zhang, tell us about the reaction. How do you read the reactions on the stock markets? Are we seeing a deja vu when President Trump first started the tariff war on China during his second term?
Okay. Well, thank you for the question, and thank you for having us here. From the global capital market point of view, it doesn't matter whether it's the U.S. market or Chinese market. We are all part of a global capital market. So when the series of events happening on Friday with several turns from the China side and from the U.S. side, a lot of clarifications, a lot of discussions, I think the first message is the global capital market, especially represented by United States, take this as a negative signal. That's why we saw overall last week, on Friday, the price has been dropping by 2 to 3%. All the major indices are going down by 2 to 3% because any trade tensions between China and United States is going to be a negative signal for the global capital market. And that's why on Friday, you see a lot of turbulence, a lot of, going down and up and down, mostly down again in the U.S. market, which is the largest country market of the world. That's number one. And number two, I want to also highlight that the Chinese stock market is part of the global market, but it is very different from the United States. So from the Monday data, we saw that the drop in the Chinese market, there is drop at the very beginning, and then there's going back again, which means that people over the weekend, they start to realize there is a negotiation going on. There are a lot of things moving, and we're not at the ending stage. And people are reconsidering. We may take it as a negative signal, but maybe, the two players, China and United States, they're not reaching their final conclusions yet. And also China is very resilient starting from last year. Our investors are picking up on confidence. So the Chinese market is not dropping as much as in the United States. In fact, in some indices on Monday, you can actually see that they actually go up. So I want to say that people are becoming more rational. They see this is not the final decision. We're still in the middle of the talk, and there are a lot of uncertainties, but we're not there yet. It's different.